episode of M.S.M Reviews. And today, ladies and gentlemen, the review you all been waiting for, my Amazing Spider-Man 2 review. Well, you heard on my last review of the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. My thoughts on this movie, on the sequel, don't get me wrong, there probably are some things I did probably forgot to mention in the first Amazing Spider-Man movie. I do enjoy it, but it could have been a little bit better story-wise. But Amazing Spider-Man 2 feels like it was directed by Michael Bublé or whatever, the guy who did the Transformer movies. There's a lot of action in this movie, a lot of explosions and all, which isn't bad. I mean, it's this one, unlike the other one, you really have to turn your mind off and just go with what they give you, because certain motives of characters are really makes you question. That doesn't make any sense. Why? I mean, basically, the film does open up with Peter Parker's parents. That night, they dropped him off at his Uncle Ben's house. We see the parents on a flight trying to get out. Apparently, there's a hit on them. We don't really know why or what until later on in the movie. Well, the plane crashes and Peter Parker's mom gets shot, and supposedly they both die. Then we kick back to the present with Spider-Man swinging and, doing the Spider-Man thing. Granted, a lot of people said they liked his suit in this one compared to the one in the first one. To me, I like both the Spider-Man costumes. The one from this one and the one from the first Amazing Spider-Man. I like both costumes. I mean, I had no gripe about that. My only gripe is the character of Peter Parker. He seems like a complete douche. Like, okay, the way the first movie ends, he ends up disregarding what Stacy's dad told him when he was dying. Keep Grant out of it. Well, he didn't. He's dating. And then he's seen his ghost everywhere, so he feels guilty of being in a relationship with her. This is all fine and dandy. It is. I mean, fuck that grabbed me. So, but the thing is, they disregard that to pretty much have them actually get back together. But if any of y'all have read the comics and the character Stacy Gray, Gwen Stacy's character, you see how she ends up. Yeah, they pretty much rushed this movie. But the positives I do have to say about this movie is the action's good. That's about it. The action and the special effects, the visual effects, all that is awesome. I mean, and get a nice view of New York, downtown. New York, the main. I mean, but it's what makes this movie fall short with me is the characters. Um, when a lot of people didn't like about the very first run with Spider-Man, like Spider-Man 3, the reason why people didn't like that one, there was too many characters, too many villains. This one does it too. Okay, we get our main villain, Electro. He shows up, he gets his powers, whatever, and he faces Spider-Man with a miscommunication. I mean, the way Electro is portrayed in this movie doesn't seem like he is a bad guy, but towards the third act, he just goes full-on villain. But I mean, like, certain people's minds don't see. It was hard for me to just shut my brain off because I'm like, no, this wouldn't happen. It'd be like, oh, misunderstanding. But he gets taken out probably the second half, and only comes back when the third act happens. When the third act kicks in, he comes back into play. But we get the Peter Parker's best friend, who is the Harry, who turns into the Green Goblin, and he's facing both of them off. So then we get that classic scene, Gwen falls to her death, and it's, everything just seems so rush. And this movie has the gall to tease us with a Sinister Six movie, which I was down for. I was like, yeah. And then after this movie comes out, and they're doing a press conference for it, and one fair appearance by Andrew Garfield, or however his name is pronounced, doesn't show up, and Sony files him. Yeah, they file him, and now we are at what we're at now. Spider-Man has been rebooted again, and honestly, I like Tom Holland as the new Spider-Man. It fits. I mean, the way Sony's going with it now, everything's good. Everything's good. It's just so weird. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, Rhino comes into play towards the last 5 seconds of the movie. That thing you see in the trailer, that's it. That's literally how the movie ends. It does a clear cutoff after Spider-Man hits him, and the movie ends. So, I mean, this is just a weird movie, how it ends, and how everything, it just seems so rushed, and incomplete. I mean, not really incomplete. I mean, it's completed, but it just seems all rushed, really. But Sony are a lot better now with this, but it's just crazy. My opinions on Amazing Spider-Man 2 haven't changed. After getting ready to do this review, I rewatched the movie again several times, and I still question what was the deal, because the deleted scenes on the disc makes the movie make a whole lot more sense on people's motives, and it just blows my mind. Why did they take these deleted scenes out? That, I mean, I understand that the pace, the time more shortly, but it makes the movie feel like we missed something. Why are these characters all of a sudden acting this way? I mean, and that's another alternate ending slash deleted scene that Peter Parker's father is alive. Yeah, you heard me. Alive. What? I mean, I can understand why they cut that for the pacing and not wanting to reveal something that they can reveal later down the road, but it's just, oh my god. It seems like they had a lot of hands in this movie, and it's just nobody literally come to an agreement, a solid agreement on one direction to go. But with that said, I mean, would I recommend you check this movie out? Yeah, check it out. I mean, if you want to blow some time and turn off your brain, if you can turn off your brain, yeah, you can watch. This is an enjoyable spectacle watch, like the Transformers. But if you want to look for a movie that has good superhero character development, I would check somewhere else, like the MCU movies, the MCU universe movies, you know. But with that said, this is my review of Amazing Spider-Man 2, and I hope y'all keep it real and have a great one. I'll catch y'all later.